Well, you mentioned the Albanese government bringing this misinformation bill. Now, they've exempted themselves. I mean, governments are exempted. Yet during coronavirus, the greatest agents of misinformation were government and public health officials who propagated misinformation that has ruined lives and forever damaged public trust in the medical profession. And yet here is potential legislation, let's hope to God it doesn't get through the Parliament, which will exempt the very people who were the biggest agents of disinformation during coronavirus. Work that out.
Yeah, and also the other exemption given is to the corporate media as well. So the long-standing media outlets, the big end of town, if you like, and they were the other ones. They were the other ones that were very, very pro-lockdown, very mask mandate, and very, very pro-vaccine mandate as well.
And I remember saying on air, Alex, because I was reading everything, that natural immunity would offer protection. That is, the more people who contracted coronavirus, but they weren't vulnerable. They weren't the elderly or people suffering from comorbidities. Keep them at work, keep at it, and you build up a natural immunity. I was told by some managerial wood duck that I couldn't say that. But a Lancet study looked at 65 major studies in 19 countries on natural immunity, and the researchers concluded that natural immunity was at least as effective as the primary COVID vaccine. So the scientific data was there all along from stacks of studies, but if you talk natural immunity, you're violating government-ordered misinformation policy. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, that's right. And look, I think this actually speaks to a bigger issue across the community at the moment, that a lot of areas of life now have stopped being what they used to be and are now political. You could draw the same argument from any sport. Sport used to be sport, now it's politics. We're always being told by a league what to think. Media used to be media entertainment, now it's all political. The politicisation of our society is a massive new material fact, I think. And, I have to say there are so many examples of things like you've just described. We knew back in October of 2021 that the vaccines didn't stop transmission, yet that didn't stop public health bodies mandating every man and his dog and forcing people out of their jobs. I mean, these things just can't be papered over. They have to be explored.
People are still out of their jobs because they're not vaccinated.
That's exactly right. And many are still running with that operation. Look, the reality here is we're all a bit sceptical about royal commissions, but that is the best tool we've got. We need one. It needs to be full and far-reaching, and it can't be an exercise in papering over cracks. There are so many things. This was an enormous time in Australian history. There are so many things that need to be explored, and that is the first stepping point to recovery.
But you won't get it because both the Coalition and Labor were singing off the same hysterical song sheet. See, I think that federal government leaders, premiers, chief ministers, health bureaucrats, and all those who propagated untruths about coronavirus and silenced opinions that differed from government edicts, shouldn't they be made up to line up as part of this Royal Commission into the pandemic response? But you won't get it. You won't get it.